With Bruce Banner still the prisoner of the leader and Gamma Flight in shambles, who will be left to save the day? Well then, let's hop into the pages of Immortal Hulk issue number 42 and find out together, shall we? So then, as we join the comic, we see the fallout of Joe Fixit escaping Gamma Flight at the end of the previous issue. Gyrick, the new man in charge of Gamma Flight, is reaming out all of our regulars like it's going out of style. However, unlike when Captain Marvel was running the show, the members of Gamma Flight have no respect for Gyrick. In fact, they can pretty much tell from a mile away what a spineless pencil pusher he is. This is even after he tries to assert his own dominance too by saying that if the group doesn't get in order and hunt the Hulk down right away, then he's going to use his connections in Washington to go after Titania's husband, the Absorbing Man. The newly created Doc Sasquatch decides to call his bluff in a major way by threatening to break open another window in the space station and kill them all. Well, kill most of them. After all, Doc has been dead before and he's pretty sure he can come back to life again, even if it means hijacking yet another body. It becomes all too apparent all too quickly that Gyrick sees no division between the monster that Gamma Flight is chasing and Gamma Flight themselves, and because of that, our ragtag team actually walks off the job. And hey, speaking of jobs, Jackie McGee, our favorite journalist, is actually having a hard one at hers right now. It seems that everything that the Hulk and his friends have managed to pull her into has actually been pretty bad for the paper she works for. And because of that, they've seemingly sent a corporate hatchet man to give her an ultimatum. Either she straighten up and fly right, which in this case would mean writing a bunch of listicles instead of hard-hitting exposés on the Hulk, a fate worse than death for any real journalist, regardless of what BuzzFeed may tell ya. Or, much more simply, quit of her own volition. Jacqueline chooses to do just that, even though it comes with a great deal of pain. If she's not a journalist, who is she? What is she anymore? Oh, but the hits just keep on coming too, because as Jacqueline returns home, she sees Dr. McGowan is already waiting there for her. You'll recall in the previous issue, McGowan had been running around trying to re-establish Shadow Base. Only, this time to try and help the Hulk instead of hurt him, and that involves recruiting a bunch of his old friends, especially Jacqueline, who, as McGowan discovers, is actually affected by Gamma now. No doubt this probably happened after the leader, in the guise of Rick Jones, caused the Hulk to go absolutely nuclear and explode during a Habitat for Humanity event. The thing is, though, Jacqueline says she feels fine, and in fact today she's run the entire emotional gambit. She's been sad, she's been angry, and she hasn't hulked out yet. That is, of course, until right now. Of course, as Jacqueline discovers, Gamma may very well have ended up affecting her in a different way from Banner and the rest. She doesn't transform, but her eyes are literally open to see a world of Gamma around her. So she's like Rowdy Roddy Piper from They Live now. I can dig it. Now, hey, is Bruce Banner gonna show up in this Hulk comic at all? You're probably wondering. Well, he is. Unfortunately, he's not in a great way right now. He's still being horribly tortured by the leader, who in this issue manages to shine a little bit more light on this sick and twisted H.R. Geiger-esque machine he has our hero hooked up to right now. The leader talks about trying to create some sort of circuit that feeds back in on itself using Gamma. However, the longer he talks, though, he begins to realize that perhaps Banner isn't the only one who's been used in this way. You see, the same thing happened to the leader. He devoured Banner's real father to try and get inside his head, not realizing that he too had been devoured by the one below all. And why just coming to this realization causes the leader to go through some sort of metamorphosis. In fact, even his word bubbles end up changing color, so you know it's serious. This naturally ends up posing the question, is the devil wearing Samuel Stern, or is it the other way around? Now, to bring things full circle, what about Gamma Flight? The OG members may have walked off the job, but Gyrick has a contingency in place. If he can't have his Gamma Flight, he'll just hire a new one. And oh boy, did he get himself some deep cuts. It's the UFOs, everybody. Fantastic Four-inspired Hulk villains who are given a license to kill and free reign as the comic comes to a close. And so that was the Immortal Hulk issue number 42, everybody, and it feels like for 2 issues in a row now, Ewing has really been flexing his creative muscle when it comes to working with the supporting cast. His Hulk book is that good that he doesn't even need to have the Hulk in it that much. Using the UFOs is a pretty inspired choice. I know they're fan favorites who people always wish got used a little bit more, so leave it to Ewing to know who they are and to probably use them to pretty solid effect. I'm also genuinely pleasant surprised at the idea of Jackie McGee getting her own set of gamma powers. I never even thought it was a possibility, despite the fact that historically anyone who hangs out with the Hulk for too long will eventually get gamma powers. Overall, I'd give this one another very solid 8.5 out of 10. This book just continues to impress all the time, every time. Hey there everyone, it's your old pal Cape Joel again, thanking you so much for watching to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, why not check out my Amazon link down in the description. Yes, that's right, the Cape Joel channel officially has its own Amazon storefront now. You can pick up a comic or anything else for that matter, and if you did, you'd really be helping me in the channel. So with that out of the way everyone, I will see you again next time. Bye-bye.